Shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark.
I got a fist full of whiskey, the bottle just bit me. We got 'em lined up, shot down, firing back straight crown. Ticking like a time bomb, drinking till the night's gone. Get your hands off of this glass, last call my ass.
What are we looking at today, huh? Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. By the way, under YouTube community guidelines, that is considered full-on nudity. Unless she has a penis, then it's allowed on WokeTube. We're going to be looking at Dark Sector Blue Raspberry Blonde. Another one from Mankato. What in the actual hell is that? It's like, I got me some. Wade always makes me worried about rat, fecal matter, but this looks like it's actually part of the can. Let's see, this one is like all the rest, 5% and 15 IBUs, a berry blonde. And as I've already experienced with the other ones, they're almost like a session, a session beer, because you know, they have little to no alcohol, and they have little to no flavor, and they have little to no IBUs. So they go down like Matt at a gay bar when McLean's there. So another day where I have spent time down here organizing, and again nothing that you can see. Let's make sure we can got a belt to see. Donna. Okay, so it kind of looks like dirty water. You can smell the berries. The combination kind of has more of a someone left the lid of the toilet up kind of a smell, but let's not hold that against it. So cheers, deplorables. Sharky, are you balancing on my hair? AI. And her forehead is obviously way too big. First in is Smile Money saying not first. Bad says, you sure about that? And Smile Money says, well, I said in 2025 it would not be first. Damn reflexes. Personal favorite right here. Except for the fake eyelashes, but I can overlook it. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Bad says to him, cheers Rich. Mike says, cheers. Cheers, Mike. Bad says, cheers. Yeah. Except for the bone in her nose. Shmamani says, Sharky's trip to Duluth is over 24 hours ago. So what is the likelihood that you can remember what he shot or did not shoot? Sharky says, laugh my ass off. Well, that is good. I think he shot Alice. Now, when you come home from work, this is always a nice find. I mean, I wouldn't report the break-in or anything. So, we got what is now being considered multiple terrorist attacks. But of course, if you listen to the Sean Ryan show when Sarah was on, she already said this is what was going to happen. And plan on more. Jesus, God, looks like I was like working or something down here. Retro. That actually might be bleach. It's okay. Yeah, I bet you that's bleach. Just have to take the Sharpie and, you know. Oh yeah. Hey, if the next girl has titties, I'll drink. Bad. Happy New Year, Eric. Welcome to 2025. Where the beer is colder, the bikes are faster, the stories get wilder. Let's make this year so epic it earns its own toast. Cheers to you, buddy. Oh, by the way, William, if I forget to text you, I just want you to know that little thing that that you said, hey, just give them a jingle and see if they will. The bummer is they're completely sold out of the one version of it that I wanted. Yeah. Magic is about to happen here. Too bad it's a picture. Bad says, as I have learned recently, WokeTube considers this to be nudity unless she has a penis. Bad says, here's a cool beer fact for you, Eric. The world's first professional brewers were women, known as brewsters or alewives. In ancient times, hey, it looks like how I have to dress up when McLean's over here. You know, everything's got to be like plastic. Brewing was considered a household task, and women dominated the craft. Some even wore special hats, early version of witch hats, to signify they were brewers. Read more. So next time you enjoy a cold one, tip your hat to the OG brewmasters. Cheers. You know, that's interesting that you actually say that, because I wonder how many brewmasters by today's standards are women. Every one that I have met around here has been a guy. Hey Google, is there any famous female brewmasters?
According to Wikipedia, American women such as Jill Vaughan and Rebecca Bennett have been successful at becoming top brewmasters at Anheuser-Busch, where they developed brands such as Bud Light Platinum, Shock Top and the Strawberryta. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Hey, 1 out of 3 of those is okay. I'm not talking to you, Cortana. Does she ever work when I want her to? I don't know if I have an active microphone. How in the fuck is she? Hey Cortana, what's the time right now? What's the temperature right now? how can you hear me say, hey, you know who, but you can't hear me ever Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. Well, fly those friendly skies. I think it's Jolson that enjoys some ass. McLean just feels inclined to eat it. Not judging. Smart Money, since you're talking about Scotsman, why don't we have a little Irish whiskey? You lost me with that one. Yeah, well, you know, I'm gonna do what I want. Yes, yeah. Everything's good here as long as she doesn't have a penis. Bad. High of 17. Talk about a heat wave. I hope your AC can stand up to the extreme heat. Yeah. Have I been out? No, I haven't been. Yeah, I was outside this morning. I was in my jammies and slippers, seeing if the Honda needed to be have the window scraped, but it had run because she has a remote start. I think that's kind of the reason that she wanted me to try to get her car functioning properly, because the Subaru does not have remote start. So I'm like, you know what? I would be willing to go out, start it with my backup key, and then lock the door and come into the house, and then hand you the one with the remote, and then you can let your ass in, put that in your purse, and drive to work. Well, when I go to leave work tomorrow, there won't. Are you kidding me? First of all, this whole if you own a Subaru, by the way, I mean, first of all, you probably got something wedged in your ass, but that's okay. I am manly enough that I can own a Subaru that the back of it is not all covered in gay pride bullshit stickers. But having said that, if you own a Subaru, even right up to like this year's model, there's a little. Samantha says that so many of their engines have blown up from overheating. They don't want to actually put a temperature gauge in their cars anymore. They just have a little blue light or a little red light. Sam says if you ever see the little red light, stop immediately. Okay. As far as the little blue light goes, you're supposed to wait until the little blue light goes out and then drive. Nice. Me personally, after saying, come on, give me a break, isn't it kind of like what you're doing? I mean, if the first thing you're going to do is jump on the Autobahn, yeah, I can see letting it warm up a little bit. But if almost any direction I can, even if I'm going up the hill, if I let it run for a little while, by the time I make it the 5 blocks to the foot of the big incline, the little blue light goes out. So it's not like you should just shit. You should just shit. You should just sit and wait for the little frickin' blue light. No, just don't drive it like you stole it until the light goes out. When the light goes out, that means drive it like you stole it. Hey, when it comes down to it, it's your goddamn vehicle. Do whatever you want. If you want to drive it like you stole it as soon as you turn the key, that's nice side boobage. It all comes down to, how long the thing is going to run for you. Or Multi-Gunman says, whiskey. Smile Money says, I think he is meeting that request. Damn. Yeah, like my girl. See, this is one of my favorite of her. She still looks busty and curvy, And I don't know. This is one of the best of her. There is such a variation in some of her pictures that I bet you that some of you may not know that this is the same girl as this picture, or this is the same girl as in the one that's in this picture. This one, yeah, again, sure they're fake or unbelievable. And again, I'm not a fan of women in tattoos. Okay, now having said that, because there I ran across a girl on TikTok that it appears that her entire video montage of everything she's ever done is all about guys say that they'd never date me because I have tattoos. Well, I've seen your legs, your ass, your breasts. All we need to do is turn off the light and I can overlook it. I mean, if Christine all of a sudden got struck by lightning and decided that, I mean, right now she has just the Canadian flag? Think? I don't know. I mean, how would I know? I'm married to her. If Christine got struck by lightning and then said to herself, you know what? I want to get sleeved. Actually, the girl that's like, guys say because I have tattoos they don't want to date me. You know, I'm chill with you doing whatever you want to do. Where I draw the line is she's got stuff that comes up from her chest and goes up on, I don't know if it makes it to her lip, but at a certain point in time, you got to tell yourself, yes, oh, sorry, I don't want to block this. Because those biscuits look so tasty. I'd put cream all over them if I was there. You have to tell yourself, you're eventually going to be old. And see, this is her again. See, now this one is very close to the other one. So we're still two penises up. I don't know where the second one came from, but I'm with it. You have to like rationalize and say, okay, I am eventually going to be old. How do I feel about tattoos all over my face? And I tell you, I bet you that would not feel good, getting the laser. I mean, especially some of them, like this is a perfect summertime jogging outfit. People that do, like, for instance, Tom McDonald, one of my favorite, I guess you'd say, political rappers, really turned his life around. And I don't know if anybody's asked him the question, hey, if you had a chance to redo it all, would you tattoo the shit out of your face, like putting eyeballs on your eyelids? First of all, how did that feel to have done? That's probably during the days that he was doing drugs, so he probably doesn't even remember it. But no, I mean, you're gonna tattoo this. I mean, that's personally where I would draw the line with. I guess it's too late if you marry her. She gets struck by lightning, and this is how we like to find them here in the Northland. And then we insert the warming device, which helps them maintain a decent core temperature. Okay, well, yeah, like I said, I mean, if your wife was, say, somewhat into tattoos, and can you imagine a full gallop? She'd probably hurt herself. She got struck by lightning and then decided that she wanted to, like, tattoo her face. I guess it's going to come down to how strong your relationship is, being able to discuss it. Well, wow, the horse theme is strong with these ones. Versus you're dating and this girl is okay and she's got just a couple of tattoos where one has clothes on, nobody ever sees them. Versus you go on a blind date and she's got the tattoos that run up her neck and across her face, and yeah, that would be I'd probably just do the date and never call her again. Okay. For multi-gunman. Spelt properly for him. That is. I'm only doing this to try to get some of the ones that are really getting down there. Oh, Sharky, we got a little landing strip exposed. More violations. Disturbance in the force. Alice wanted to come out and play. She'd like to meet some terrorists. Bad. Hey Google, what's your favorite color?
I like green and yellow, because they remind me of a sunny day in the park, red because it's lucky in many cultures, and blue most of all because the sky and oceans have so many wonderful shades of blue. Also, those 4 colors are Google's colors. What's your favorite shade of blue?
Mine?
I love teal blue. It's cheerful, and it goes with nearly everything. If I ever paint this cloud I live in, I'll paint it teal blue.
I like Bayside blue. Fuck you then. If you don't want to talk about it. Multi-gunman. Alrighty then. Smile Money. Congrats. You classified as a heavy drinker in a single review. Cobra says to him, don't worry, the old English malt liquor was basically sea foam for the brew Bomey's liver. And then Smile Money says to him, I think we should check the viscosity, especially Scottish whiskey bottled in Ireland. Look, it's one of Sharky's favorite colors. Skin. Salty. Do what? Did he naked? Did he do? Poco says, epic New Year song. I thought you would agree, for some weird reason. Read more button on the EMT. Rail fan, I got the lean/rich code in my old Colorado. It would stall if I came to a stop sign or a stoplight. Too hot and stop too fast. Removing the throttle body and cleaning the butterfly valve with the gunk and the Mrs. Toothbrush did the trick for me, and it all cost me as a can of gunk and buying my own code reader. The code reader has saved me garage labor money enough times to pay for itself. Man, I miss that truck. You know, I do not have a code reader. Obviously I don't want to spend the kind of money that Samantha has involved in a code reader, but I would definitely I would definitely like if now in this particular group, it's probably, just guessing, going to be Poco on what code reader is the biggest bang for the buck. Now, if I said, hey, I'd really like to stay... See, I can't afford anything right now, so it's real easy to just blow money numbers out there. But if I bought a code reader, I'd want one that had some balls to it. I mean, I just don't want like some little thing the size of a cell phone that gives you black and white and not very many options versus a nice screen. I mean, like... Actually, I guess I never asked Sam how much she paid for hers, because she's got the one that she keeps just in case she's got to stop and do some quick diagnostic like she does. And then if it's something more advanced, then she just brings it up to the shop and hooks it up to the $zillion system that... I mean, it's like literally, I think they all data attached to a laptop computer, you know, one of those Panasonic work ones that if you dropped it from a helicopter, it would still be okay. But yeah, say in the $200 or less club, which I think compared to what they were a few years ago. I mean, like for instance, the one that Sam has. I mean, I know it wasn't a super ass expensive one. I mean, like, again, I've never asked her. I mean, I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't over $250. But that one is enough that it pulled everything on the Honda. And I mean, if nothing else, it's nice to be able to have something that you can, clear all the codes. I mean, yesterday I added the Seafoam and the other one, which I said yesterday. Yeah, you're right, Mama. Yeah, how the hell could I possibly remember? And then the stuff that was highly recommended in case it was, from this side of the fuel all the way to the O2 sensors. And we drove the car for a while, put a few miles on it, blew up the hill so I could do 70 plus miles an hour and accelerate hard up the on-ramps and that kind of shit, and then came home. No code, no lights came on. And this morning I remote started it so it would warm up for her, and when she got out there she goes, no, there's no lights on. And then she drove it to work, and she texted me when she got to work, she goes, got to work, no lights on. So, but yeah, I just think it'd be smart just to have it in the arsenal. Just, if nothing else, when some kind of, like, especially with the Honda, that seems like it holds its issues a little bit longer, or maybe not. I mean, the last time it pulled a bunch of stuff, it only took a couple drives, but of course that was assumed that it was because I filled up so long with the gas door open, and I got yelled at by Samantha. Oh, I thought everybody knew that on a modern day engine you don't leave it running with the gas cap off of it. Well, fuck, no, I didn't get the memo. Yes, absolutely. The last one a hell of a lot more than this one. This lady is Oriental, and you just know if you cross her, you will be unalived. Cheap old gun guy. Change may not always bring growth, but there is no growth without change. Mrs. Poco Loco says, yes, please, on the Skull and Alien bottles. Of course, she texted me, so I got that set aside just to warn you. I probably will not get that mailed out tomorrow, so that means I will get it mailed out the first of next week. The upside is if I'm combing around, which have been doing because I'm cleaning, whenever that takes place, it's more of a possibility that more shit could end up in the box, because you guys have been really cool. I like our little bartering back and forth. So if I get ahead on the game, that's fine with me. And if it never ever goes anywhere other than where we are now, just like I told your significant other the other day, hey, I offered just to send you the damn thing in the first place. So the fact that you wanted to help out and give me and Christine a little bit of money for it, so that I could, I make sure both the vehicles are full. Hey, if you just don't have a job, and I'd love to be a bike seat, if you don't have a job, you don't have to worry about driving your vehicle anywhere, so you use no fuel. Of course, I got authorized to fill the Subaru back up because Christine was supposed to take it to work today, and she didn't, so at least my car's filled back up. It's not my fault. Like I said, it was full when I put it in storage for the winter. The fact that Samantha replaced all of the shift linkage shit and everything that needed to be done to get me back up and running right with it, to get all the lights cleared off of my dash. She has been driving it for the last couple of weeks, and I still haven't decided if I want to keep it around just in case or put it back up for storage. Sam's like, you could always sell it. I mean, not that I'd like to fuck somebody over, but, I know it has a head gasket problem because you can smell a little burning oil when you first start it. But having said that, I have put, I don't know, in the time I've owned it, more than 6,000 miles on it. And Sam was all worried, oh, maybe you shouldn't have it. I'll swap cars and you can have my car and I'll take yours, because if you blow that engine up because you ran out of oil, I'm not going to fix it. Well, all of the trips down to Jeremy and Caitlin's, all of the trips down to Jolson's and back for what the hell was I down there? 3 weeks? Going down on a Monday and coming back on Friday. I think as of right now, I have put a total of 1 quart of oil in it. And it's had 2 oil changes because of mileage reasons. So it smells like it burns a little oil. There has not been a puddle underneath it, so if I think the head gasket might leak a little bit of oil when the engine is cold, and as soon as it heats up, metal expands, everything seals up. I mean, you'd probably drive it from here to California and you probably wouldn't lose a drop of oil, but it's the cold start, that kind of shit. But I don't know, Sam's like, maybe, are you going to keep it or sell it? And I'm like, I like having the backup for the car. I mean, plus I kind of like the car. It's fun to drive. I mean, the older I get, the less I would probably want a Subaru Impreza. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to hell, and I don't even care. Yeah, this is a complete moment of silence. Other than the fact that you might hear some sounds of my zipper being nudged. If it, it's winter, if it even gets out that far. Okay. McLean, like the kids say, you're on one. Then he says, Captain has left the building. Come upstairs, champ. Time for sleeps. Cobra says, boom. Jogsman 38, Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to you too. We both toast you. Yeah. Trying to not have this be an hour. Jolson says we need cowbell. What'd Jolson say? Bad says, here's a fascinating whiskey fact for you, Eric. In the 1800s, whiskey was sometimes used as currency on the American frontier. See, here's the Pierce Nipple. Pierce Nipple chick. She shows up all the time when I don't need her help with her Pierce nipples. It was so valuable that farmers would distill their excess grain into whiskey because it was easier to transport, lasted longer, and could be traded or bartered. Imagine paying for your next motorcycle ride with a bottle of whiskey. Cheers to history in a glass. You know, you probably still could arrange for such things these days, but just say yes to the dress. Oh, she's not wearing a dress. Wowzers. Look at those heels. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Why was the stadium so cool? It was filled with fans.
You got another one? Take that as a no. Thanks, Bad. Sharky, cheers all. Didn't shoot that, right? My bottle cap gun is the same, just glossy black. Oh, I see. Here, William says, these comments are comments.
Fake news.
Mike says 3454. Yes, you are. I will be there first. Okay. Oh, God, I'm going to hell. Thanks, Mike. Oh, and here we are. Last comment. I should have been keen that Sharky had one in there. Sharky says, I like your new Brew Babe drinking game. It'd be more fun, like if Sharky, if you were here, and we could maybe write out some things, like you write out a row of things that I have to drink if your list is met, and you would have to drink if my list is met. Now that actually, I just made that shit up right there, but that actually sounds like more fun. Like, you know, it's my turn, and I go, if the next girl's a redhead, Sharky, you have to drink. Damn it! Or, see, and he'd be going, whew, you know, to see who could get the other one fucked up faster. So then Sharky'd go, okay, Eric, if the next girl has, if she's blonde and has a big chest, you have to drink. I'd love to watch her play tennis, by the way, just a complete side note. Oh. She's a blonde, but they are definitely not big. See? That's how that game could go. It'd go better if, Now, we could do it because William has made the comment about, he's the one that always sends me the dark matter beer. Now, here's the thing. Nice. If he would just send me a couple of them when he can first get them, I would have probably had them over a month and a half ago or more. Instead, he sends me a picture of a cardboard box that's filled with the folded sleeves for the 4-pack or 6-packs or whatever they come in. Kind of a personal favorite for obvious reasons. So he personally, and it's a limited release. It's not released every single year. It's a black ale. I am not a fan of black ales. I've had, other than dark matter, I'm not sure if I've had a dark ale that I have actually liked. That frickin' dark matter. But we were talking about how, when I finally got the 1 or 2 bottles of dark matter, that maybe we could do a, live, well, he'd be live, you'd see the recorded version of it. But now, if you were to do a game like that, shit, I could play this drinking game literally with Sharky. I mean, you'd have to kind of put we'd both have to compromise. I would have to be drinking early, which I'm willing to do just for him, and he'd have to be drinking, well, if we did it right, he would be when he would normally be drinking anyway, so, because there's a 7-hour difference. If it's 12 o'clock here, it's 7 p.m., so he's already past. Now, what do you do if you actually, a total stranger, is giving you that look wearing those? I mean, are you supposed to, take her up on it? Or, one of those women that wear almost no clothes and then bitch that you're looking at their chest? It's like, you're walking around with almost no clothes on. And yet you go, oh, you sick pervert, you're looking at my tits. Yeah, I am. If you're really worried about it, put some freaking clothes on. Let me check something. William. Oh, this is a dark IPA. It's not a dark ale. Okay, well, I guess I'll just bring this to the club. It's a Bell's Change of Heart Experimental Black IPA. Memory served, I really didn't like it too much, but it is 7%, so it has that going for it. Yes. Okay. As we move on to the club, look at that little camel toe action going on there. Brad's girl. Violet. Okay, this is like all the rest of them. It almost kind of feels like diet beer. I mean, if they made these with real flavor, like maybe they called up Drecker and said, hey, out of curiosity, how in the hell do you get so much flavor in... Oh, you use that much fruit? Oh, jeez. No. It's like all the rest of them. They're like drinkable, but they're forgettable. I don't even remember. Oh, by accidentally. I think I forgot to even give you a score on the last one. This one and the last one, I just give it a 5. I mean, and Mrs. I want you to look at my ass. This is the other side. Okay, is the sticky gonna stay, or is the sticky? Oop! So far the sticky's coming with. Hey, Jongsman 38. Are you here all the time? Or just like pop up every 6 to 8 months just to asking for a friend? Yeah, it's good to see you. Okay, I put the other one over there, but then I added a bottle opener and my the thing that I made for my band back when I was in my 20s. Hung that over there. I hung a hard target steel plate, which I just think is cool. If I ever need another steel plate, I mean, obviously I got this one. What am I going to do with this, though? Why is this? Oh, because I cut that one. I'm like, why is this one so much bigger than the other one? That's what I know. Cobra right now is going. That's what she said. I'm going to put this right here for a second, and I'm going to put this. I think I'm going to have to do a little surgery, though, to get this to work right here. Okay, if you're ever here, it'll all make more sense. Plus my new door pull. I would show you how it works, but I don't think... Oh, I do have a bottle. It has to be a bottle of beer because I've ridden one of those. I have never owned one of those. That would be the redhead chick, not the Trail 70. I got my little I can't say it because I'd be called racist, but he's a door pull and a bottle opener. Unfortunately, I have a couple things. Actually, there's okay. So fine, everything in there is a bottle. Okay. McLean, I'm pretty sure you'd eat that ass. That ass. Okay, 47 minutes. Bad? Well, I'm waiting for my head to go down, which, depending on what happens next here. Let's play Submarine Commando. We're going to go periscope up. Yes. I need to hang a recycling bag right here. Oh, and Johnny Watson. After all these years, Johnny Watson had a blankie. A great big blanket made that says Ebomi's 2014 Shoot-a-Palooza. And it's the picture that we had done. Unfortunately, Christine took the picture, so she's not in it. Yes. The other unfortunate part is our first Shoot-a-Palooza was in 2012. Now that would have been... Johnny, you're not going to see this anyway, so I can rip on you all you want. That would have been the one that would have been nice to have that made and done up. The main reason that one is kind of a bitter spot is that's the fucking year that Mike from In the Red Exploding Targets was here. And I'm not gonna... I mean, I guess I could stick a beer sticker over Mike's face. But yeah, that was the year that half of everybody standing there getting their picture taken said that if Mike's here next year, I won't be. Oh, look. Now, the redhead with guns, indoors, and you can, I don't know what you can see in the background. I just see fog. And what's the deal right now going on with this fog? I'm watching video after video of people saying that this fog is unlike anything they've ever experienced. And as a matter of fact, there is people right here in Minnesota posting that this is what the filter system for my house look like, air filter system. I don't know if it's the Van E or whatever. This is what it looked like. Violet again. This is what it looked like after being 1 month. Now, this one was in for 1 week while we had the fog, and it just looks like you took and like buttered something over this. And of course, everyone in the comments was like, don't throw that out once you have it analyzed and find out what it is. People are talking about having respiratory issues, they're coughing more, and I'm like, well, I'm sure that it couldn't possibly be anything from our government where they're trying to hurt us. 51 minutes. Okay, a black IPA in the club. Going to the club. I bet you Sharky's in here. Yes. Well, this was actually, I guess, before the video. Sharky, Golf 9, rectifying that one. G9. What? G9 is a miss. It was actually called as a miss. Is this what happens when these games go on too long? Sharky SH, classic Minnesota sandbox related outro. Smile Money says, cheers, clubbers. I always got can have fun with this now. Okay. Oh, and the onboard knife of choice once again. And like I said, I realize some of you don't like it, but fuck you, I really do. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow up right there. I think this is a real example. Outstanding. Of course, I haven't discussed any of this other than Alice. My sweet little Alice. I think I might be spending more time with her until. But my Gerber LMF. As I've said before, this is the knife that I have replaced more than any knife I have ever owned, because I like it so much. I was buying them to give away, or people would see it and want it, so I would give it to them and then have to replace it. I like the fact that it can work as a weapon for the hammer end on it. I like the grip. I like the fact that they got the holes right there and the lanyard, so if you took and used some paracord, you could tie this to a stick and use it as a spear. The sheath has a lot of variations to it. One thing I have to say honestly confused me is I never even thought about it until today, because this lives with Alice. This is part of my bug out, get home setup, and it has this, but it doesn't have a long drop right here. So this strap is literally at my waist level, And I tried to find some information on this, and basically all I could find is that you simply just strap this to your legs right by your crotch. And this, I tried it, and it did. I was able to, I basically cleaned down here, and I never had it slide down. Or I guess you could just pop this out of here, and then this is your belt, and now this would be up against your leg. Or I could take my seatbelt material that I have between the stuff that I got from Wade and the stuff that I got from Jolson, and extend this and give this a nice loop, and then this would be the top strap, this would be the bottom strap, then you wouldn't have to worry about it going anywhere. But it has an onboard sharpener, which I'm never a fan of any of those. You can take these off and just, put it on your vest or whatever, and it works out because the kick-ass plate carrier with plates that I got from Cobra is this color. So I would be, as Christine would say, I would be smatching. But I love this knife, and that's why it spends its time in my bug out and get home setup. I just happened to have it down here because I had Alice, and I know a lot of you guys really like knives, Wade. And then, just by coincidence, because I can never leave, I think I missed that last one, she looked pretty hot. I can never leave shit alone. I will be 100% honest when I say, of the Serpico triggers, that is my favorite configuration. Now, having said that, it goes with this invisible firearm perfectly. Black, little splash of red in here. I actually like this Serpico trigger the least of all of them, but color-wise, this trigger would not look good in any other of the firearms that I have Serpico triggers in other than this, so it stays. The only other consideration I had was I wish this company, see this guy, when this kit showed up, they actually had the longer extension to make this the equivalent to a G17, and they had the shorter one to make this the equivalent of a G19. I wanted to make this the equivalent of a G17. I do also like that trigger, but for obvious reasons, you will see why I could not steal this trigger and put it in anything other than this setup. Because this is gorgeous, it's cool, I love being able to rack the slide by grabbing the front, and these could not possibly be more aggressive serrations. It's perfect. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is I'd like to have night sights on pretty much any pistol I owned. I just happen to have these, so they're on it. But it's configured as a G17. There is a go button already inside of it, so do not press on the trigger. I think that if they would have sent me the Flat Dark Earth extension, I probably would have gone with the G17 setup with the longer extension to the handle. But running it like this, I am one round less than what a G17 would have, and I have everything I need for my pinky. So I don't know. This thing has really, well, if you can't tell, it has not been the on-duty walking around gun since I put the Feyachi red dot on here. I just totally love this setup. I got the Baldor Mini, so it's a flashlight / laser. I have the two of them dialed in. This is actually night sights. The you can see the dot too. The back two glow orange, and the front one glows green. It's like a test to see how my nerves are doing right now. I have not been out to the range with my last configuration on this, so it's entirely possible I might be nice eagle. I might be overly zealous if somebody kicks in my front door. If I move my hand fast enough, I might be able to do one in the chest and one in the pumpkin. Rich, you know what I'm talking about. I think I have that cured, but I'm not sure. I know that no matter what I've done to this thing, this is just like the Subaru. No matter what, this guy likes to run. And then probably somehow, and I can't remember if this has the ghost over travel setup in it, where I think it does. This is hands down the lightest of all of the Serpico trigger, and I believe this is I don't remember what version of the Ghost that they call this. This is the one that has the over travel bar, and you have to slowly file some of it off until the gun works properly. They send you a little half plate, and then you can, but I've never been able to successfully do that. I'm here to tell you, and it is hot. Oh, I know why it's hot. I'll do this first. The only reason that it was hot is because this was supposed to be the Sharky test. I'm sorry, Sharky. We'll have to get back to that. It's also dirty because it has not been cleaned. I'm not sure if it's ever been cleaned. This is, for me, if you're ever in a situation where for me, all I would do is take the pressure off right there, pull the plate. As soon as the firing pin is out of this, it comes right apart, as opposed to putting the half plate on. And you do you, but the deal is you file it a little bit, you assemble it, and you see if it will fire. If it will not fire, you have to take the connector out of it, file a little bit more off of it, and you keep doing that until the firearm works successfully. And what it's doing is it's basically taking as much as it possibly can. I mean, there's that hair of travel. And then the reset on this is just oops. It's easy to run past it. It's very light. And I have the both fiber optic and Meeper light sights from Jay at Elite Ammunition, plus the most valuable thing on it, the Be Like Ed. But this spends its I really need to bring the MCK out, because then I can shoot this just as a pistol and not part of the MCK. But the MCK is just such an awesome setup, and like I said the other day, it's, oh god, yes, it's pretty terrible, I think, to lose friends because you would use an MCK to be a close quarters combat weapon. Come on, man, it's 10 millimeter. I mean, this is more, well, with what's in here right now, this is Jay's T6B rounds in 5.56. I can guarantee you from what I've seen with these, when these start going, they don't stop. Let me try something. Jeremy? That was a little auto brake. So, Sharky. Sharky, did you ever shoot the MCK? Actually, its life normally looks just like this. Oh my God. Hell yeah, brother. So this guy's been on duty for years now. This one is just stylish and fun to shoot. And this one has become part of my hand. Maybe I could street key it, mount it up underneath Alice. Oops. Press the button. Press the button, Smile Money. I think that one's a little bit better as it's been aging also. Ooh, absolutely. Write bad checks on a scale of 1 to 10, 16. Bad. Hi, Clovers. Bad. Bad says, why don't whiskey bottles ever break up with their corks? Because they're totally sealed in their relationship. That's a stretch. Bad. Hey Google, are you a Jedi or a Sith?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Hey Google, are you a Jedi?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Do you like Star Wars?
You think there's a chance I wouldn't like Star Wars? I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Okay. Here's a very important thing to ask you, Google. Are you more of a fan of Star Wars or Star Trek? Hey Google, Star Wars or Star Trek?
The USS Enterprise, with Obi-Wan Kenobi at the helm.
Well played.
Well Played Board Game Cafe is on 162 Cox Avenue number 101 in Asheville. It's 917 miles away, and is rated 4.7 stars.
Oh, Sharky, son of a bitch, you got cigarette everywhere. You're so fired. That right there is love. Dun, 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 dun. Now, Jay, again, we have to talk about this. 308 and some 7 Psalm. Oh, 300 Blackout. See, you see where I'm going with this? Jay, this is the other thing. Need to bring it to your attention. You know the whole term, if you build it, they will come? Why would you not have a T6B round available for somebody to purchase 24/7, 365 days a year. Asking for a friend. And then this is completely filled with Hornady. So, we can... I don't know if I can... I'll say if it falls, it's just going to fall on Sharky, so... Here, smoke up, Johnny. There you go, little buddy. Yeah. Ashes to ashes everywhere. Jolson says, day drinking. Yeah, you have no idea. Jolson, what did you learn about the 338 arc? I didn't know there's going to be a fucking quiz. Ask me tomorrow, okay? Just ask me tomorrow, okay? Bad. Yes. I'm not disagreeing with you, but you do realize for years I had a hard time committing to the whole Patreon thing because I didn't like the whole... I don't know, to me it just felt wrong. I'm just going to tell you what he is saying. He says, I should put my Venmo information in the description of my YouTube videos and just mention that if anyone would like to sponsor a brew review, your Venmo information is below. I bet you could get people to buy some beer to sponsor a show. Of course, by this point, only the true veterans will actually hear me say this. If I don't get back to you, I apologize, but... Okay, Google. What is the temperature right now?
The temperature in Duluth right now is 18 degrees.
Jolson, I apologize. I just loaded it into the phone, and I will look at this before the next review. What? See, this would be another new caliber. I would just like the opportunity to truly be able to enjoy the 7th Psalm. Capable of taking pretty much anything in the world as far as food. I watched a guy hitting a steel target at 4,000 yards with it and got onto that plate in 3 shots. Mine has been chronoed at 2,985 feet per second. It's ripping pretty good. Probably the biggest downside is ammunition. The price of the ammunition, which, in all honesty, we could say that about .22 long rifle right now. If you put it by percentage for what it is, for what it costs, for what it was. We are burdened by what was. Vanilla chocolate chip ice cream with I need to bleach my socks. Actually, the funny thing is Christine said that she would absolutely love the opportunity for us to get out somewhere that has a 1,000-yard range. The Mosin, the JP, and the Psalm were the three things that she would like to have the opportunity to shoot at 1,000 yards. I know she's comfortable with the JP. I mean, there's a video out there somewhere, unless YouTube deleted it, of her and Samantha back when it was like when you didn't cringe when you pulled the trigger on something. And it was like, we spent the day up at the shack. I don't even know how many 308 rounds we went through. And it was between her and, between Christine and Samantha, the whole day was bam, ting, bam, ting, bam, ting, smiley faces. And I could only say that this breaks WokeTube's community guidelines for nudity. Probably that, too. If the light is green, wow. Jolson, the Two Hard Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Jolson. 3, 2, 1. Poco made it. Maybe. You know, this is where I just don't answer him. Oh, God. She's got goosebumps on her ass. She's probably hoping it doesn't slip from hole 1 to hole 2. And Poco says B as in biscuit 2. That is a hit in a ship that is sunk. Wow, I still got time to take a nap before I have to make dinner. If the next girl's a redhead, I'll drink. Suspense is killing me. Hey, have a little meditation. I'm so much better now. I think I'm going to edit this video and go watch Magnum PI. Or Miami Vice. Miami Vice, yeah. Okay. Cheers.